is like the test of, I guess, for people in the industry of who knows Roger. Obviously, you would know Roger.
I know Roger. I've made 2 movies with him. I love him. He's an amazing cinematographer.
I'm actually going to go off on a tangent and say I don't remember what films you did with Roger, which is I'm putting myself in trouble. But what were the 2 you?
I did A Beautiful Mind.
Of course.
And I did A House of Sand and Fog.
I didn't know he shot House of Sand and Fog,
Yeah.
but that explains a little bit about that movie
Yeah.
that I hadn't put together.
It's been many years since I've worked with him, but he's extraordinary.
Yeah, actually, if you don't mind, what is it? If you remember, what was it about? Because his work is brilliant. He's like the god. Do you remember what it was that just really struck you about working with him?
He's incredible composition. He's able to have a balance of composition, but also give actors space to move. So he's able to choreograph really precise shots without making you feel like you're in a box, if that makes any sense. Like I never felt like I was I never felt like I needed to be conscious of where the camera was. Somehow wherever I was sort of the right place, which was extraordinary.
Completely. The thing, and this is off on a tangent, but the thing that I found fascinating was that he told me that he, and some of the other directors, like Denis, told me that he only shoots with one, he doesn't do coverage. It's just the shot that he does, and that's it. And it's
often I remember that.
Yeah, it's crazy. But let's switch subjects completely to why I get to talk to you. I loved this movie.
Great.
I'm so in on this. What was it? I would imagine you get offered a lot of scripts. What was it about this one that said, I want to do this?
I liked the world. I liked the design. I thought that there's no one better to bring it to life than James Cameron and his team and Robert Rodriguez. I thought I was really excited to see what they were going to do with it. And I liked the idea of this character, this young girl at the center of this world, sort of shaking things up and making change.
Well, I would imagine they're telling you, when you're getting the script to this, they're telling you what they're going to do, but there's an element of, like, you got to use your imagination to kind of think to yourself what it's really going to look like.
Yes, and then I saw renderings, I saw drawings, I saw artwork, but yes, it's a very different thing. Something like the motorball sequences, which were described to me, it's a very different thing seeing them,
Completely. Did you see it for the first time last night, or?
No, I saw it about something like a week ago. So I saw it for the first time.
What is that like? Because you're obviously tremendously using your imagination on set, and you're just thinking, what is it going to look like? But the visuals are insane.
They're insane. My husband and I saw it together, and we kept like looking at each other and like tapping each other on the shoulder, going like. Literally like, my jaw was hanging open. And the first time you see Alita, it's just, I couldn't believe it. It's just so sophisticated now. It's so advanced, and it's just so beautifully done. And it's amazing that character can integrate with real elements, like an orange or another actor or a physical set, and you believe it, and it works, at this point.
Completely.
Because there was a time when I think that there were earlier experiments with that in other films that I've seen that weren't as successful. And this, I feel like it's clicked here.
Yeah, the other thing is that I'm not the biggest fan of 3D, but the 3D in this is exceptional.
3D's insane here, and you don't get any of that funny, like, ooh, things are a little wonky, and it kind of works, but it doesn't. It works, and it's, the film was made to be 3D. So it's not like it's a regular movie and then you have like one scene where all of a sudden something's reaching for you,
completely.
The whole thing feels like it was designed to be it was
completely. It's not one of those 3Ds that's trying to poke at you. It's 3D to add depth to everything.
Yes.
One of the things I love about the film is just the world. It's fully realized, and it's like the mix of practical sets mixed with these huge VFX. It's, you know what I mean, the way it's. Can you sort of talk about the world of Alita and just being on like a practical set?
It was really nice. It was Robert built that whole set, that whole city, really, in where his studio is in Texas. And you could wander around, and it was very fully realized. You could walk into a shop, and it was dressed with tables, and it was all decorated, and it was pretty vast. I mean, you could have a proper wander through the streets, and that was great. So that was beautiful. It's that artistry is also beautiful. It was nice that sort of both these kinds of artistry were embraced and employed in this way in the movie.
I would imagine you had some cool outfits, and I would imagine you've done a lot of movies. Have you ever borrowed anything from set with every intention of bringing it back?
I don't think so. No,
Really?
not really. I'm trying to think. I don't think so. I'm kind of a compulsive confessor.
Oh,
is
okay.
the truth, you
Right.
know? Like, I'll say, like, oh, I really like this, can I keep it? But I wouldn't just thieve something and put it in my bag and pretend I didn't have it. It's not in me.
Yeah, I understand. We're going to have to work on that. I got to switch subjects completely because I would imagine you grew up loving Top Gun and Tom Cruise. What the hell is it like? Because I've seen pictures of you riding the motorcycle with Tom, and I'm like,
Really fast.
I'm like, what the hell is that like? Because again, I'm sure you grew up loving that movie like all of us.
Yeah, sure. It's amazing. You know, it's so fun to be part of, and you know how extraordinary that you know what he's done in his career and the work that he's done, and yeah, I'm really excited to be part of it. We're still working on it. I'll be going back and shooting some more.
I was going to say, I heard you shoot till like April or something.
Yeah, we'll still be shooting through April.
Right. I have to ask, Tom is known for pushing boundaries in everything he does. I would imagine he's in a jet plane in this. Are you guys going? I'm just going to make a joke, but are you guys?
Can't tell you.
Oh, I was going to make a joke.
I can't tell you.
Right. I will leave it alone then and say my last thing for you. You're also doing Snowpiercer.
Yes, I just wrapped that.
Right. So what can you tease people about that?
It was great. It was really nice. It was a really interesting experience for me, doing a whole season of a television show. I really enjoyed the process. I really liked the kind of work it was. The sets are amazing. They're so cool. It's so beautiful. The design of the world is really beautiful. The cast is great. I loved working with Graham, our showrunner, and it was a really nice experience. It was good. I think it's going to look really cool.
Can't wait. Thank you so much,
Thank
and
you.
congrats on this.